Here, neatly grouped and labelled, is every modern age navigation with the latest devices to ensure the safety of all on board. The propelling machinery, electricity generators and boilers are all situated aft for unobtrusive and efficient operation. So, Northern Star stands ready, from flying bridge to engine room, awaiting her proving trials at sea. June 19th, 1962, and the finished vessel is ready to put to sea. A nostalgic moment for all at Vickers Naval Yard, as Northern Star casts off her last material link with Tyneside. And there's many a sigh ashore, for the last passenger liner built in Britain for the time being is finished. Out between the Tyne piers, into the North Sea, up the Scottish coast and north about. Then down the west coast of Scotland to the Clyde and the Isle of Arran. And here on the measured mile, Northern Star is on her trials. Parsons turbines develop 22,000 shaft horsepower with propeller revolutions of 120 per minute, sufficient to maintain the vessel at a speed of 22 knots. Proving trials include tests for maximum speed, endurance, rudder performance, efficiency of anchor and auxiliary machinery, steering and navigating gear. Trials provide the opportunity for everything to be checked. The equipment in 500 passenger cabins, air conditioning, television sets and the closed circuit system. The 2 cinemas, the jukebox, the huge kitchen stoves, the electric organ, and the captain's private fridge. Most vital of all, the crew have to learn about their new home and find where everything is stowed. Afterwards, anchored at the tail of the bank, off Greenock, there's peace and tranquility, and time to review the unusual amount of outdoor recreation space available to passengers. Just forward of the funnel, the Lido area. The 3 swimming pools have their own soda fountain bar. A sheltering balcony leads forward to the main sports deck. Beyond this vast ocean playground is the housetop observation deck, vantage point for camera enthusiasts, and further forward still, the forward observation deck. Leaning on the housetop rail, there's a splendid view of some of the 45,000 square feet of deck space. Whether you prefer the wide open spaces or a shady corner for a nap, you'll find that Northern Star is a fascinating ship, planned for recreation and enjoyment. And now, at a simple ceremony, the ship, tested and approved by the owner's representatives, is handed over by Mr. Richard Rudkin, General Manager of Vickers Naval Yard, to Captain Lockhart, Marine Superintendent of the Shore Savile Line. Congratulations and good wishes to Captain Leslie Edmeades, Commander of the new ship, and a presentation by Mr. John McConaughey, a Deputy Chairman of the Shore Savile Line. With the formal handing over complete, the ship becomes the property and entire responsibility of the owners. For Shore Savile Line, Northern Star is now the newest and finest vessel of the fleet. With the owner's crew in charge, She's heading southward now through the RSC, bound for Southampton. Soon, the customs men and ship's officials will be at work, dealing with the mountains of baggage that over 1,400 passengers will bring. Counting, numbering, checking and entering, as load upon load of cases are hoisted aboard the ship, some to the cabins, but down into the hold for those not wanted on voyage. And for the passengers, the long-awaited moment is here, for this is Southampton, and all are eager to get on board the ship. True, for some, it's just a holiday. But for many, this is the culmination of a life's ambition, a great voyage of discovery in search of new friends and new fortunes across the world. If there's a tearful eye on board, it's forgotten in the excitement as sailing time approaches. Through the haze of coloured streamers come the last farewells, the last cheerful assurances and those last vivid impressions, to be treasured or forgotten in the gaiety of life on board or in the thrill of foreign seas. At last, Northern Star is on her way to greet the open sea again. Ceases, the shouting's over. The band is silent and Northern Star is on her own. This modern ship has been designed and built to meet the challenge of modern times, and in so doing to bring prestige and goodwill to her builders, her owners, and the flag under which she sails. Northern Star on her maiden voyage is bound for the lands of the Southern Cross, after which her sister ship is named. First call Las Palmas in the Canary Islands, then on to South Africa, Australia and New Zealand. Afterwards to return home via such romantic places as Fiji, Tahiti, Panama and Trinidad. May Northern Star, latest addition to the shore Savile fleet, bring happiness and fulfillment to her passengers and crew as she sails on the seaways of the world.